You're watching Carolina and Company Live. With your host, Cecil Chandler. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Thursday as we get closer to the weekend. I know some of our friends live just for the weekend. I don't know why they do that. We got a great show lined today, a lot of fun stuff. Let's see, we're going to talk about the Highland Games in Myrtle Beach. We're going to talk about a big gospel musical coming up in Dillon, and robotic competition coming to Myrtle Beach, and a job fair. Man, we got all that and a lot more coming up today. First off, let's find out about the weather. Now, that's what I like to hear, a great weekend. All right, got something I want to remind you about. On Saturday, March 5th, the musical God With Us will be at the Family Life Center of the First Baptist Church in North Myrtle Beach. Everyone is welcome. It's free to the public. And now on Sunday, March 6th, the musical God With Us will be at the Alabama Theater starting at 7, and this is also free. First Baptist Church out of North Myrtle Beach putting that on. All right, let's find out a little bit about today. Today is Thursday, February 18th, and this is Thumb Appreciation Day. Okay, I appreciate it. And it's still eating chocolate after Valentine's Day. My wife made me give mine away. All right, let's find out about birthdays today. Here he is, 1954, John Travolta. He's 62. I still remember him carrying that bucket of paint walking down the street in Saturday Night Fever. He was in Grease, Pulp Fiction, Get Shorty, and Wild Hogs, and how about Swordfish? 1968, Molly Ringwald. She's 48, 16 Candles. Breakfast Club, a great show, and also Pretty in Pink. 1957, North Myrtle Beach's own Vanna White. She turns 59 today, and she's been on the Wheel of Fortune since 1982, and she still comes back to North Myrtle Beach a lot. Today in history, it was 1952, the 4th Emmy Awards. Listen who won. Red Skeleton, Sid Caesar. How about that? You remember those guys? 1953, on this date in history, the premiere of the first 3D feature film, Wanna Devil. I don't remember it. All right, from the Know-It-All Department, you ready? Listen to this. We find some weird stuff here. All right, in 1982, the University of Pittsburgh rugby team was caught, listen to this, using human heads stolen from the school lab to warm up before a game. They didn't have any rugby. They didn't have anything to... Using human heads. That's in Pittsburgh in 1982, and they no longer do that. They got caught. All right, that's from the Know-It-All Department today. We got a great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. Stay with us. We're going to be right back. But first, the Gumbo Man's here. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, the Gumbo Man, Ed, is on the show. Now, you're talking about some gumbo. It's unbelievable. He's got it in all kinds of stores, Walmart, Public, everything. Now, what we're looking at here, Ed, this is what goes into that seafood gumbo.
That's right. These are all the ingredients, okay? And as we all know, gumbo takes a little time to make, all the prep work to cut the sausage and everything. But folks, today, I'm going to show you how you can make gumbo in less than 3 minutes. First thing, you go to one of our stores and you buy it frozen. Okay?
Wow, listen to that.
Put it in your saucepan, medium heat. And folks, in every quart, there's 12 whole shrimp. And that's the size of the shrimp that we use in here.
That was a big shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah, now something else I want to talk about too, this right here. We're talking about the seasoning that he uses in here. Now he's got his own line of seasoning, which of course adds to the flavor of seafood gumbo. So you got to check out the the seasoning also there. And that's what's so cool. These are packaged. This is the large one, right?
Yes.
You have a smaller one.
Yep, very good. We've got a pint size and we have a quart. Now Publix has only the pints, and Walmart has the quarts and the pints.
Yeah.
The seasoning, you can only get that from us online or when you see us around locally at one of the shows.
All right, you can go to where online? Tell them online.
We're CarolinaGumbaya.com, and that's our website.
Now that's what's so neat. You got all this stuff now. They put it all together. They have somebody that makes it all up for them. But this way, you throw it in the pan. It takes less than 3 minutes to actually make. Oh, man, that smells great. Yeah, that smells great right there. Yeah.
This is so easy, and the main thing you want to make sure that you do is stir a little with this, okay, so that the roux doesn't stick to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not a Campbell's soup. okay, where you can just turn it on and boil it to death.
All right, we've already got the rice made up. We've got the rice. I like to put my rice on the bottom and put the gumbo on top. Now, this is done pretty good. Now, you started, all this came about, how did you start all this?
Well, you know, we came down to Myrtle Beach about 5 years ago, and the first dish that I made was gumbo. And we went out trying to find it for dinner one night and checked a bunch of the restaurants and never found any.
So you decided to do something about that?
Yeah, we were going to just make this and sell it to restaurants. The next thing I knew, I walked into Walmart and they said yes. And 15 months later, after all the paperwork, we finally got it approved and we got it in the stores.
All right, we got it in how many Walmarts?
Right now, we're in 137 Walmarts in 5 states.
And in the Publix?
Publix right now has put us in all the stores in South Carolina and in North Carolina.
All right, we ready? We got a few more seconds left. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go back and see if we can get a shot. Put the gumbo on this thing. I am ready. Come on, Eddie. Put it in here. Here it comes. I'm moving it over. Hold on, I got to go over here when we get to it. Whoa. That looks so good. Man.
And let's get a nice
all right, that's a good
shrimp
one on
right
top.
on top.
Check it out, seafood gumbo from the Gumbo Man. You can find it at Walmart and Publix. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Cecil. Appreciate it.
I'm going to have this for lunch.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. And welcome back. The Highland Games are coming to Myrtle Beach the 18th and 19th of March. Now, this festival event is a big deal. I mean, we're going to find out so much about it right now. They hold them right now up in Laurinburg area. All right, we got Todd and Corey with me now. Todd, tell me a little bit about the Highland Games. They're coming.
Sure, Cecil. Well, this is something that Myrtle Beach has never experienced. We're with the Myrtle Beach Regional Bagpipe Band, and we're doing this as a fundraiser for us, as well as two the firefighter organizations. And we traveled all over the Carolinas to learn as much as we could. And this is an exciting event, fun for the whole family. Tons of kids games. That's why we have Ripley's here on board, and we're really excited to bring it to Myrtle Beach.
That's what's the cool thing about it. All right, now, Corey, you're with me too now. Talk about the games for kids and all. Tell me about what's going on there.
Well, we sponsored the Kids Glen. So as soon as Todd came to us, we were on board. Because this is going to be such an amazing event. Families, you know, with their kids are going to be hanging out, having a great time. So we're sponsoring the kids portion where the kids get to come out and do the same activities as the adults, but they get to do it, you know, in their own competitions and things like that also.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty cool deal. We've been doing up in Scotland, I mean, in Laurinburg now for about 2 to 3 years. We go up and do a whole entire show. And I have done this right here.
The cable
I have done that. Yeah, I've done that. I've done the hay, throwing the hay bag over the you know, the pole and throwing the rocks. Amanda beat me one year in the rocks. But they gave her a smaller rock, I think, though. Now, Todd, where's all this going to take place?
It's going to happen on the soccer fields at Market Common in Myrtle Beach, and we're excited to have several sponsors on board. And there's all kinds of things you can do. We've got a great whiskey tasting event that's coming up. You have to purchase those online ahead of time. Those are not available at the gate. But there's all kinds of craft Scottish beers. We'll have the Border Collie demonstration that you've seen there on the TV.
I like that.
That's really cool. And then we're also doing what's called the Patron Games, and that's just like you spoke of, where people can come and try those out. This is the bag that you were talking about. That's called a sheath.
That's the bag right there. We take this and you hook it into a pitchfork.
Correct, and throw it for a bar for height.
As far as you can. Right. Now this.
And then this is a lead weight, and we do that for distance.
Yeah, that's for distance. There it is.
and I see you having a little trouble there. That's a 12-pound weight, and we actually have the professional athletes use a 28 and a 56-pound.
Wow. So all right, now how can they find out about it real quickly? Tell me what it is.
MyrtleBeachHighlandGames.com, or they can call us at 492-0515.
Highland Games coming March 19th, 20th. You got to be there because if you've never been, this is going to be an exciting thing up in Laurinburg. It's a great thing, and now it's going to be big here, right here in the Myrtle Beach area. All right, we got a lot more coming up. We're going to be talking about something happening in Dillon when we come back. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, Dillon County Chamber of Commerce presents In Praise of Dillon County at the Dillon County Theater. We're talking about a musical that's unbelievable. And Johnny Lures is with me now. Johnny, talk to me about the musical. We'll be singing and all.
There'll be a lot of singing. We have Deborah Barnes, who is a gospel legend. She has been received a Dove Award at one time. We have the Dynamic Angels, which is Dillon County's Got Talent's own title holders. They won that a couple years ago, 3 lovely young ladies. And then we also have First Baptist Church, Praise and Worship Band will be there, the Lakeview youth choir will be there with us, and our sheriff is going to be there. Sheriff
wait a minute,
Major
we cooking?
Hewlin. No, we are actually going to be singing, and he has a wonderful voice, and so we have a number of different people, and we're excited about it. It's something we do every year for Black History Month at the theater, and it's Saturday, February the 20th. Shows at 7:30. The doors open at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $15. You can call 843-774-8746 to reserve your seat, and just come on out and enjoy it. It's a wonderful event, and we have a good crowd every year, so we're really excited about it.
How long y'all been doing this, John?
The theater was renovated back in 1990. It was an old movie theater, and we started this about 15 years ago, doing something in February. We do anywhere from 4 to 5 shows a year, and this one we just wanted to use some local talent, but we also wanted to have a headliner, and that's why we brought in Deborah Barnes, and she is absolutely fantastic, and she's fairly local. Her family was like from North Carolina.
Yeah, that's close.
And she's very close to Dillon County, definitely.
Yeah.
And so we're delighted that she's going to be coming back with us. And once again, we have the Boat Ride Girls, which are the Dynamic Angels, and they are fantastic. And they can give a testimony, too, that will just bring tears to your heart. So it's going to be a great day of worship and praise at the theater. So we hope to see everybody there.
All right, it's coming up Saturday.
Saturday, February the 20th, 7:30 at the showtime. The doors open at 7 p.m.
And it's $15 a ticket.
$15 a ticket.
All right, now what else the Chamber got going on?
Oh, we have a lot of different things. In March, we're going to have Pigs and Pearls. We're going to have a cookout out at the State Park, and we're going to have an oyster roast and pig and just everything wonderful. And then it's almost festival time. So I'll be coming back and telling you about something about every month that we have got going on.
Well, that sounds good. Y'all stay busy in Dillon County.
We do. We really do. We'll have to have you back over there and visit with us soon.
I'll do it. Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. Carolina Company continues right after this. All right, coming up next week right here at Myrtle Beach, robotic competition. And this is a big deal. They travel around. You're going to have people from all over competing in this. And Mark's with me now to tell me a little more about it. Tell me about this thing, Mark.
It's a lot of fun. I'm down there on the floor, actually, as one of the masters of ceremonies for this event, so I get a first-hand view. But it is exciting. It's NASCAR meets Big Bang Theory. We've got 66 teams of high school students from Horry County, across South Carolina, 12 states, Canada are coming into town for this. They've been building a robot. They get a kit of parts and a laptop and a game. It's called Stronghold this year, which has a medieval theme to it. And they've been building a robot for the last 6 weeks. So each of the robots will be different. These are pictures from last year's challenge, so it'll be completely different this year. The schools are reporting that this is a really hard challenge, but it's coming up next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The competition's actually Friday and Saturday over at the Convention Center. It's free. We'll have 3,000 screaming fans in the audience. Come watch our bright young high school students as they do these things.
What's so amazing, they all get the same kit to work out of to make the robotic.
They do. They don't get any instructions, really, and they can get extra things to make their robots. And none of the robots looks the same. They're all kinds of different robots. And this year's competition actually has some audience participation. The audience gets to say what happens to it. So, and again, it's kind of a medieval castle sort of theme this year. So.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, now this has been, they travel around. This has been held in different areas.
It has. This will be the 4th year here in Myrtle Beach. We're hoping that it's permanent here in Myrtle Beach. It's the Palmetto Regional, but it's part of an international competition. So there are teams, more than 4,000 teams around the world that take part in this first robotics
All right,
challenge.
now the people winning their divisions, what do they receive or what happens?
They actually get to go, if they win here, they'll get to go to the national competition or the international competition in St. Louis. They'll take their robot here and compete against other robots that won around the world in St. Louis.
All right, now they've been working on these robots now for how long?
Yeah, since middle of January pretty much, and they're saying that it's one of the hardest builds ever. So, come on down and watch it on Friday and Saturday. Saturday is really the exciting day because that time they've figured it out. The robots know what they're doing, the students know what they're doing with the robots, and it's just very fast-paced on Saturday.
All right, you heard Mark say it's a free deal. I emceed a robotic thing on a smaller scale at a school, and that amazed me just to see what the kids could do.
It's fascinating to watch what these young people have done.
Mark, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
We
Thanks,
appreciate
Cecil.
it. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we're going to talk about a job fair coming up. Dylan Foster's with me from Wicked Tuna, and we got some food here too, but we're going to talk about that afterwards. We're going to talk about the job fair first. Now, there's a job fair coming up February 20th and 27th.
That's right,
Two
Cecil.
Saturdays in a row.
The next 2 Saturdays, we have a job fair for 4 different restaurants in the area. That's Good Time Charlie's, Rooster's Bar and Grill, American Tap House, which is a new concept that we're opening in Broadway at the beach, excuse me, and of course Wicked Tuna. We're hiring for all positions. That's cooks, bussers, front of house staff like servers and bartenders. We're hiring for cooks and I said it again twice now, twice the cooks and dishwashers. Basically anything that we need in the restaurant, we're hiring for those positions, and we have probably 125 positions that we're looking for.
Wow, that's pretty good. Now, you're going to do 2 Saturdays, and where's this one going to be held?
It's going to be at the Fairfield Inn in Broadway. It's right next to Rio's, across the street from Broadway.
Yeah, okay. You do it there both Saturdays?
Both Saturdays are there. We'll be doing interviews there on the spot. We've got people that are going to be, screening first and taking resumes, and then we'll go to interviews from there. So, you can come in without a job and leave hired and help us make this beautiful food.
How about that? All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the food now from Wicked Tuna.
Yes.
We're going to start over here on this right here now. What is that? Tell me what that is.
This is our kale and apple salad. So basically all of these are on our new lunch menu. We're kind of offering for like the summer some lighter fare options. This is our kale and apple salad. You've got fresh lacinato kale, radicchio, and spinach that we all shave by hand, fresh Granny Smith apples, homemade candy pecan, shaved goat Gouda cheese with an apple cider vinaigrette. This is our cherry blossom roll. Don't touch it. That's for Amanda after the show.
Yeah, I can't touch that.
So that's one of our famous ones that I bring for Amanda every week.
Woo!
And this is our goat Gouda grilled cheese. So right there, it's a standard grilled cheese that you have fresh goat Gouda cheese on it, pecan wood smoked bacon, and a little bit of tomato jam. So it's like a grilled cheese tomato soup all in one plate.
All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. That is not a pizza next one.
That is a tuna pizza.
Tuna pizza.
Yes.
All right, let's see. We've got a shot here. There
you
comes
go.
up.
That is one of our
tuna.
crowd favorites, of course.
All right, a tuna pizza. Now, what else on there? Yeah, of course, tuna.
You've got fresh tortilla shells, shaved tuna, fresh red onion, queso fresco cheese, fresh jalapenos, and cilantro on top of that. It's delicious.
Got a little bit of everything. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them where Wicked Tuna is located.
Wicked Tuna is down on the Marsh Walk, 4123 US 17 Business, just south of Dead Dog and the new Claw House. And we're right there on the marina. Best views of the water and the inlet. So,
all right, that's pretty
check
cool.
us out.
All right, one more time, the job fair. Tell them about it. You're hiring
20th and the 27th, next 2 Saturdays at the Fairfield Inn, across the street from Broadway, next to Rio's. We've got 125 opportunities for you, 4 different restaurants from the top to the bottom. And come out and check us out.
All right, we already talking about from the dishwasher all the way up
dishwasher to the chef. Actually, we're hiring management positions as well. So.
For all those positions, if you're out there looking for a job and you can do one of those, I can wash dishes. I did that when I did the restaurant.
We've all washed dishes.
Everybody's done that. Well, we appreciate you. Don't forget to check it out. Everybody's invited to the job fair too. Dylan, thanks a lot for being with me, my friend.
Always.
All right,
a pleasure.
we've had a great time. This show is all about letting people know what's going on in the Carolinas all across. We got the PD area and, of course, the Grand Strand. We thank you so much. We'll see you here tomorrow. Tell them bye, Dylan.
See ya.